G'day champions, it's Stuart Stone here from Health and Fitness Over 40. Now, one of your most common questions when trying to lose weight is, Stu, I'm always so hungry when I cut back what I eat. Is there a way to feel full and still lose the belly fat? And the short answer is, yes, there is. So let's find out how we do it.
Okay, so we're going to look at the principle of what's called caloric density. Now, when you're trying to lose weight, you want to burn more calories in exertion and activity than you take in food each day. And that caloric deficit then gets burnt off over time as fat. So your question was, how on earth do I eat more and feel full and still lose weight? And here's the secret with caloric density. When we eat foods that have a lot of oil, olive oils, sauces, and a lot of nuts, for example, which are oil-rich, and also oil-rich foods like avocados, what you're starting to find that fat and oil has 9 times the amount of calories in it as, say, a salad. So when we look at this picture, this is a graphic of your stomach. So if we're eating 500 calories of oil, it's hardly even scraping the bottom of your stomach. You're not going to be full. But when we look at cheeses and dairy fats and things like that, you can eat a bit more. So you're probably looking at about a quarter of a stomach full before you've hit 500 calories. Meats, you're looking at about a third of your stomach full. And then when we start to get into the higher density carbs, so things like potatoes, rice, and beans, 500 calories, you're feeling fairly full. In fact, that would look like 80% full, which is what we talk about. You're aiming to eat until about 80% full. But 500 calories of fruit and veggies, man, you're full up to the brim. So what's the message here? If you want to still eat until you're full, you need to be eating a lot more fruits and veggies that fill you up with a lot of bulk, a lot of soluble and insoluble fiber that is great for your gut. And you want to cut back on things like oils, cheeses, and meats. So again, our general rule of thumb is if you still want to eat meat, look, cover 80% of your plate with fruit and veggies and eat a small amount of meat. Now, from a health perspective, in an ideal world, really you want to have less meat on your plate. In fact, you'd be ideally looking for meat-free days. But that's a story for another day. We're looking at how do we lose the belly fat. So let's have a look at what a 200 calorie snack looks like. So if we go down to the third option on the left side, and that's the average apple weighs almost a pound in weight. So we can eat an apple and feel comfortably full, but the equivalent would be eating just over a teaspoon of peanut butter, same amount of calories. So let's go up to the top. Broccoli, you can fill up on broccoli and you'll hit 200 calories, or you can have a small handful of gummy bears and you've hit the same number of calories. Celery, you couldn't even get 1.4 kilograms or 1,425 grams in your stomach. It would be too much bulk. But again, drink a glass of Coke and you've had just as many calories. Again, let's go down to the honeydew melon. You can eat half a kilogram, so that's 1.25 pounds or just over of honeydew melon, and you'll be full on that. Great snack. But you could only eat a very small handful of salted mixed nuts to get the same number of calories. And finally, in the bottom left, you can eat 740 grams of peppers. That's almost 2 pounds, and you'll just be at 200 calories. Or you can eat half a cheeseburger and you've hit the same amount. So what's the message here, guys? The easiest way to fill up is to eat more fruit and veggies, to eat more bulky foods that will fill you up, that have a lot of soluble and insoluble fiber, a lot of micronutrients, and are very water rich. They're going to fill you up, but they're not going to make you fat. So if you're trying to lose weight and your maintenance calories are approximately 1,750 a day, well, guess what? You can eat 3 large salads. You can snack on apples and that sort of thing. You're going to be full up to the brim, and you're still going to be in a position where you're creating a caloric deficit. In other words, you're going to burn fat over time. And that's today's top tip to lose the belly fat.
So for more videos like this one, you know what to do right now. You come on over here, you click on the red heart apple and subscribe to our YouTube channel. While you're at it, go down in the description box below and give our Facebook page a like. And also check out the videos here, and over here to learn more about how to lose the belly fat quickly, simply, and effectively. And we'll talk to you again soon.